Hello friends! Alright, so I'm gonna wait for a few people to get here and then we'll go ahead and leave the shopping link right here in the comments. So this is where you can find all of the makeup I'm gonna use. I'm gonna show you guys the other palette from the bundle 3, which is a really pretty palette. I feel like this palette would look stunning on you if you had green eyes or hazel eyes. It would really look good on anyone, but especially that eye color. This is the one I was gonna use. This one. Yeah. So this one has these really pretty purples in it. Isn't that gorgeous? So much fun. So if you missed it, the bundle 3, the holiday special has launched. So what it is you get any palette of your choice plus an eyeliner of your choice. And then you can upgrade to get the second palette because there's 3 to choose from. So it's this one or the one we used yesterday, which was this guy, which is super pretty. I love that the way that eye look turned out is so good for holidays. And then you have this really pretty one too, which has your greens and your neutrals. Super gorgeous as well. We'll use this one tomorrow. So definitely tune in tomorrow to see how that guy looks, but super pretty. Really love this one, so I'm going to use that today. But first, let's put on our foundation so we can get there. I'm going to use my stick foundation today for my coverage. This is probably my second favorite. You guys know, I'm obsessed with our Serum Plus foundation. That's hands down my favorite because I love how smudge proof it is. I love how transfer proof it is. I love how soft and full coverage my skin looks. And I also really love that it has those really healthy skincare ingredients in it. But for really fast hydrating coverage, the stick foundation is phenomenal. And until they launched the Serum Plus, this one was my favorite. My shirt is from Top Shelf Wardrobe. I'll leave you guys the link in the comments. And my discount code is Rhea20, I think, actually. Let me look. It might be Rhea15 or Rhea20. Rhea20. I knew it. Yeah, my discount code is Rhea20 on her website. I'm putting on the shade Lace in the stick foundation with the damp kabuki brush, with the damp blending bud. This is my favorite way to apply the foundation because it applies it very smoothly and very evenly and compressed down into place. So if you're not like really big into foundation, say you want something just to kind of hide any redness like on your chin essentially or something like that, you can use this very sparingly, and like those small areas would totally work too. Yes, oh my gosh, Erica, the Goalie Bites are so good. Here, let me give you guys the link to it. So these are little chocolate bites, and they literally taste like a Rolo. They don't taste vitamin-y at all. And it's really funny because Royce, my 6-year-old, she just turned 6, begs for them. And they're multivitamin. They also have a calming one that has the ashwagandha in it, which I actually gave to my son last night. He's having like growing pains and he was just feeling like really anxious like going to bed. So I gave him one of those and he felt so calm and relaxed. It was really, I'm like so thankful for those. But they're vitamins. And they're by Goalie and they taste straight up like Rolos and they're brand new. And they're actually having a deal for the Black Friday where I believe if you buy 3, you get a travel size for free. You'll see the deal on there. Thank you. The new house is trucking along. We officially have like our full construction team starting today and doing all of the demo. So demo has to happen first and then a little cleanup and then you got to do the guts. So like we're doing new can lights, we're checking the plumbing, we're redoing like the HVAC. So making sure the guts are all healthy before you start, painting and all that other stuff. So all that's begun, which is super exciting. I always get so anxious at this part of construction. We're like redoing houses. If you guys are new here, my husband and I, this is our 3rd house we have bought in and going to be remodeling. We're kind of like unintentional flippers. I always pick out these houses, remodel them, we move in, and then my husband wants to sell. And then I'm like, no, we're never going to sell this house. I'm going to be buried in the backyard. And then a few years go by and either we outgrow it or, you know, things change in your life and you're like, you know what, I kind of want to move. And so that's where we are. So my business is actually the reason that we've moved both times. Well, the first time that we moved into this house from our previous house, you guys remember that house? I loved it so much. That was our very first home that we ever bought. And it was like 1,200 square feet. It was like a very small 3-bedroom. And our babies were babies. And I started my business, again, unintentionally in that house. And then the kids outgrew it. We outgrew that house. And we really wanted to move closer to our family in this neighborhood. So we bought the house we're in right now, fixed it all up. So we did a full remodel in this house. We took it literally down to the studs. On the first house, we did room by room. So we literally like lived through the construction. Anyone who does that, I feel you, girl. It's so awful. Everyone is building new homes. Does it include with your job? I should put that in my job description. So we did room by room, and then as soon as we finished the last room we listed, which was the kitchen, which was an undertaking to live in that kind of construction zone, you know, without like the sink and the fridge and everything. So we sold that. We bought this house. We remodeled as much as we could before we had to move in. So it was like half done, and we did this house like to the studs and made it like our dream home. And it is our dream home. But after 3 years, my business has now outgrown it. And just with season changes in our lives and stuff, now we're moving to the mountains. But we bought this like gorgeous, gorgeous home, and we love it how it is. But it was a hard, like, okay, we're going to move into this house and someone else's, you know, crown molding choices and someone else's choices of decor, or not decor, but like crown molding and things like that. And it just like, I don't know, it didn't feel like home. So we decided, you know what, if we're going to do this, we're just going to do it. Like we have done it. And now we're taking stuff, we're not going down to the studs in this home, like at all, besides like one room. But we are going to fully pick out like all the new tiles and things like that. It's going to be really exciting. So I'm taking you guys along the whole remodel journey again on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Insta, make sure you do. My name is Rhea Hope on there. And I have a highlight called the Coleman Country Manor. And yeah, seriously, living through construction is seriously so hard. So we're not doing it this time. We're going to live in this house as long as financially possible. And then we'll move into that house praying if all goes as well and all goes as hoped, which you guys know in construction never happens. We'll move in when it's done and clean, which would never happen, but we're praying. So yes, totally. The gray couch will look really good there. We are only knocking down, I would say no, but yes, we already knocked down a wall. Ryan, I bless him. I'm like, we won't knock down anything. And as soon as I walk in, I'm like, this wall has to go. We're only knocking down one wall, and that is for my office. But we're building a wall in our bedroom. But that's it. Thank you. Yeah, I'm so excited. Yes, we'll still be in San Diego technically. It's just like county. So there was foundation and concealer. So as you see, my skin looks so dewy and glowy. So if you have dry skin or you have just like a preference of your coverage feeling or looking dewy, this is the coverage for you. So again, if you're just now tuning in, we did the stick foundation and lace, and then we did the skin solution concealer in the shade Organza for my under eye. The office will be bigger than this one. It'll be actually, I was standing in there today and it doesn't feel that much bigger, but it is a little bit bigger than this room. Yes, it does have property, which is another huge benefit of going up to the mountains. So here we have the really good hydrating full coverage. You can't see any discoloration. It looks glowy, dewy, and hydrated. If you guys want to be color matched for the stick foundation, comment color match and I'll private message you. And if you've tried the other foundation options and you know what color matches your skin the best, you can grab that same color in the stick. So love that coverage so much, and especially the concealer. It is so amazing, especially for puffy under eyes or if you have really dark circles. This concealer is phenomenal because it has the caffeine infused in it. It's so, so good. Yes, you can use your concealer as foundation. So I was actually talking to people last week when it was on sale, telling them to get like more bundles because of how good the deal was. And I was telling one lady in particular, I was like, get your concealer the same shade, because she didn't like full coverage. So I was like, well, get the stick foundation to contour with and get your concealer in your natural color. That way you can use it as like touch up, so you don't have to wear like a full face of makeup. You could just use your concealer kind of like a spot treatment. So that's always an option too. If you're not a big foundation wearer, get the concealer in your natural color and wear it as like a spot treatment. Or like if you need more coverage somewhere else, you can use it for that. Yes, I will give you the link to the jacket in the comments. It's from Top Shelf Wardrobe, which I'm actually going to do a try on with them in just a few minutes as soon as I'm done with my makeup. Exactly about 2 concealers in my foundation color. Oh, you got lots then, huh? Let's see. Is the stick better than the serum? It's all personal preference. I personally love the serum better, but if you have dry skin, the stick may be a better option for you. We haven't picked the pool shape yet, so we've learned so much with building the last 2 houses. So the first house, we didn't build the pool. It was already there, and it was just like a rectangle, kind of boring. We got use out of it because our kids were super tiny, so they actually learned to swim in that pool, and it actually was like perfect because it was really shallow. So if you have babies, having a really shallow, boring like rectangle style pool was perfect. Our kids learned to swim at such a young age because of that. And then this next house we did like a fun jump wall, and we did a fun slide, and our kids literally live in our pool, like to the point now where like, it's winter, you cannot swim. They're like, just heat it up. I'm like, oh yeah, mommy will love that electric bill. So we are gonna do the same, excuse me, we're gonna do the same style pool at the new house. We are gonna do a jacuzzi, and it will have a slide, but as far as like the shape, it's kind of funny because you can like plan for your shape of your pool, but it actually doesn't even matter until the guy who digs the pool is there. Like, it's funny because you always think it's like the architects or like the people who draw these plans who are in charge of that. We had all of that done, and when our digger guy came, the excavator I think they're called, he came and he's like, all right, how do you want your pool? And I was like, didn't we just like pay this guy like to draw it? And he was like, yeah, they could draw it. That's for like legal, like the city, you know, or whoever approves it. He's like, how do you want your pool? And Ryan and I were like, here to here. And he's like, got it. And he dug the pool exactly the way we wanted it. But it was just so funny because we were so stressed out about the whole time, like getting these plans, like, does this match? Does this look good? Does this look deep enough? And it didn't matter at all until that guy was there. And then we got it just the way we wanted. Oh no, yeah. Good pool excavators. Isn't that what they're called? Good pool excavator is the best. You gotta actually make sure that you have a good one of those for sure. Oh wow. Apparently someone was looking for a sugar daddy, or a sugar daddy is looking for a... We blocked him, so let's... I was like, what is that? Okay. Yay! Hi, Erica. Welcome. Thank you. I'll give you guys a link to my top in the comments. All right, so while I was chit-chatting about pool excavators, I went ahead and used our Touch Behold setting powder. I love to use this in the areas that I get oily or shiny or greasy. And when I'm using a stick foundation that is more prone for like dry skin, like a hydrating coverage, I love the setting powder because it allows me to use a hydrating coverage, but it also allows me to not be worried about my makeup coming off all day long. So love the setting powder for that. And then now I'm going to go in with my, it's all good. Now to go in with my pressed powder. So pressed powder is phenomenal for all skin types, no matter if you're dry, oily, have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, have none. If you are prone to dryness, oiliness, it doesn't matter. This pressed powder foundation is phenomenal. It has great coverage and it has shea butter and vitamin E infused in it. It's going to be so good at getting your makeup to just look phenomenal all day long, and also to even out that coverage to your skin. So if you ever feel like your foundation looks a little too light or a little too dark, you can kind of play around with how it matches with changing up your pressed powder shade. So again, if you need to be color matched for the foundation I use, the concealer, pressed powder, go ahead and comment color match in the comments and I'll message you. Oh my gosh, perfect. Erica, will you text or have your boyfriend text me, because we actually need him to epoxy the new house too. Perfect timing. It was like you knew we needed you. So now we're going to go ahead and go in with our contour. Perfect. Awesome, Teresa. I can't wait to color match you. All right, so for contour, we're going to do our beachfront bronzer and our tapered blusher brush. This is my favorite way to contour because it makes it look so much better. And especially with this brush, it fits perfectly in the hollow of your cheek. So you're just going to go from the top of the ear to the corner of the mouth. Perfect. Thanks, Erica. So you're just going to go back and forth just like this. And then once you begin to see a line form, stop and then turn your brush and just swirl over that area. Not only does this warm up your complexion, but it also chisels out your cheek structure and is really flattering on, especially for those holiday photos. I always joke around like, I don't need a diet, I just need a contour. Because it really chisels it out and really just accentuates your cheek structure, your eyes. It does a lot for your overall finished makeup look, especially when you're getting your photo taken. Thank you, guys. I'm using an older shade called Hermosa, but the shade Sunset is still available. And if you have used Sunset and it's too light, you could use the shade Chenille in the pressed powder. So that would be a similar shade. It's called Hermosa, which is an older color. This is my last one, you guys. Because these are retiring. They're not coming back. So Sunset is still available if you want to grab it. But if you are darker complexion than I am, you could do the pressed powder in the shade Chenille, and you will use it the exact same way. All right, so for blush, we're going to add a little color to our skin. Yes, I use a Zote bar to clean my makeup brushes. Z-O-T-E. I think Younique still does have a brush cleaning spray, if you want to check that out too. All right, so for blush, we're going to just tap this on the apple of our cheek, working up to the hairline. This is the shade Sisterly, which is my favorite color because look at how it just illuminizes your cheek structure and also acts almost like a highlight too. It's not too bold to wear on an everyday basis, and it's not too bold, say, if you're not really big into makeup and you don't want to look like, wow, Susan got a new blush. It looks very soft on your skin and very radiant. Okay, so now for highlight, Touch Up Mode Luminizer. And if I'm going too fast for you, I always link my makeup looks with the colors that I used and the products and the tools. I always link them right here on my looks tab. If you go to my website, rayahope.com, and then you click on Shop Beauty, it'll take you to the Younique website. I like to call it a little hamburger. It's 3 little lines at the top left-hand corner of a website. If you click that for the drop-down, you'll see a little area that says Looks. If you click there and you search my name, Raya Hope, all as one word, it'll pop up, or you could just click the little link I gave you right there. What color powder would be the same as Malibu? I would say either the shade Alari or the shade Chenille. Chenille's not in stock, so Alari would be the next best shade. All right, so now that we have our highlight on, which again, that was called the Touch Up Mode Luminizer, and it's really pretty for getting that glowy finish to your skin. Super, super pretty. Now we're going to do our eyebrows. I am almost out of my brow pencil, so I'm going to use the very last bit of it, and then I'm going to switch to the old one because I have that on hand. All right, so this is the brow pencil from Younique. This is so amazing because it has argan oil, keratin, biotin, and vitamin E infused in it. So it actually makes your brow hair grow while you're wearing it. And I have been using this pencil since it launched, and I've already started to see the really amazing results with how like fluffier my eyebrows look. So I'm going to use the very last bit of this to trace my brows. And then I might have enough to color them in. We'll have to see. I'm going to use it kind of sparingly. But it's a really, really awesome pencil and very easy to use. It's a gel base, so you get the really awesome gel-like texture with it for laying down your brow hair. Oh, and you guys, I'm golden. It's plenty. And then I'll use the little brush side of it to comb through to make everything look really soft. And again, if you need to be color matched, if you're not sure what color brow pencil you are, just comment color match down below and I'll message you. But I use the shade brown for my eyebrows. For my brows. Brown. I do the fastest. I've been doing this. I've been going live and doing my makeup with you guys on Facebook. It'll be 6 years in February. Isn't that crazy? 6 years. I try to go slow. I remember watching one of my old tutorials and it was like an hour and 20 minutes. I'm like, oh my gosh, it took me an hour and 20 minutes to do my makeup. Foundation absolutely perfect. Yay! I'm so excited. I try to go slow, but I'm also a fast talker, so that doesn't help. All right, eyeliner in the shade Perfect. I could never do some more of a mascara lip gloss kind of gal. That is okay, Sherry. That is a-okay to have that preference. And I like to give you guys recommendations throughout my makeup tutorials on if you are that type of person, because that's cool too. So that's why I was saying, like, for example, with the concealer, you can use your concealer in your natural color to apply it on your skin if you needed it where you needed it. You know what I mean? So you didn't have to do a full coverage. I never want you guys to feel like you watch these and you're like, oh my gosh, I need 19,000 products to look the way I want to look. I will help you pick out your products through what your preference is. So always comment color match down below and I'll tell you what color you are and everything. So you have the full information in front of you so you can make the choices on what you want to get. So that's what I always like love about Unique is it's not a subscription. It's not something that you're like stuck with. You can return or exchange, no problem. And it's all shop as you want. So you head to my website, which is pinned right here. And then you want, or you could go to my website, which is rayahope.com. Sorry, my nose is so itchy for some reason. You go to my website, rayahope.com, and you click Shop Beauty, and you're on my website. You always want to make sure on my website that you see my face or my name. That's how I get the credit. And same with launch. If you or anyone is looking for a particular product and you're like, ooh, Raya, I've seen her talk about this, but I can't find her link. Either go to my website, which is rayahope.com, and I have all of my links, my discount codes all saved there. Or you could just message me and I always respond. I respond to every single comment and message I am sent to the best of my ability. Going on 4 years. Oh, awesome. Okay, so now let's get to the fun part, the holiday special. So if you just are tuning in, the holiday special is the limited edition eyeshadows of your choice. So you get your choice of 1 through 3, and then you also get your choice of brush, and then you also get your choice of eyeliner. I personally would grab 2 of these bundles because you can do one bundle that comes with 2 of the eyeshadow palettes, plus your brush, the fluffy crease brush, get that one, plus your eyeliner in Perfect, which was black. Then do the upgraded then grab another one and stick with the regular. So then you get 1. So now you have all 3 of these perfect travel-friendly, limited edition, stunning eyeshadows. And then get the crease brush with that bundle and get the eyeliner in the shade Pristine, which is the white. So you have both the black and the white liner, which I use those on a regular. And then you have my 2 favorite brushes, and then you have all 3 of the palettes. So there's kind of a cheat sheet on how to be able to get all 3. All right, so for today's eye look, we're gonna start with this. So this is the palette in the shade Sociable. It's a really, really pretty palette. I'm gonna go in first with my fluffy crease brush as mentioned, and I'm going to apply this all over the lid. This color that comes with this one is so pretty. I love that it's a really soft champagne. And these are also primer infused, so it's going to help with your anti-creasing. So I'm going to apply this all over. I am going to go back in with this color too, but we're going to use this as our base first. Yes, and free shipping. No, 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 no. No bad words here. Get the new eyeliner pencil color. Yes, you can do the new eye color pencil color if that floats your boat. All right, so now we're going to use this color, which is the bottom, and grab that on top of our fluffy crease brush. And I'm going to apply this all over the lid. This is a really, really pretty like pinky purple color. And if you have green or hazel eyes, this would look really stunning on you. If you have blue eyes too, it would look good, but this is always really pretty. Yay, hi Kristen. I know, isn't this palette so gorgeous? I feel like this is one of those palettes that looks good on everybody. Oh my gosh, right, Kimberly? So gorge. I love the palette 9. And what's cool about these colors is they would actually look good with palette 9 too. Whether you wanted to do like the brown and palette 9 with one of these colors, which as soon as I've done my tutorial yesterday, which is going to be using the third final palette, I'm going to start mixing and matching them so I can show you guys different inspirational eye looks. So when you get your palettes in the mail, you can come back and watch these tutorials on the replay so you can get inspiration on how to use them and what colors go with what. No, you can't get the lip liner in the bundle, just the eyeliner. All right, so now that we have the third color all on, so pretty, I am going to grab a liner brush and grab that color and then underline the lower lash line just to create kind of like a cohesive finished look. The palettes are only available in the holiday special and they are limited edition. So once these are gone, they're gone. So make sure you grab them before they are because they're really gorgeous. It's more of a purpley pink. The cost of the palette is $50 and that comes with the palette and an eyeshadow brush and an eyeliner. So all three things. I do have a lot of trolls today. They are out. Okay, so now that we have all that on, I always like to keep an empty brush on hand to be able to just sweep away any excess or anything that may have fallen. And then now we're going to do the fun part. So you want like a flat brush. So you can use any kind of deluxe style brush. Unique has one called the deluxe brush. And you want to spritz it now with your setting spray or your rose water. Or if you don't think it's gross, you can lick it, which is like an old school way. But I find that doing it the setting spray is the best. So now we're going to take this color right here, which is the middle. So the middle shades on all of these palettes are more of a metallic and they're made to go on top of the shadow. They're not so pigmented to use by themselves all over. Those palettes should be permanent, I know, right? Aren't they pretty? I'm doing the bundle 3 today and we're doing the palette sociable of the bundle 3. If you guys haven't grabbed bundle 3, make sure you do today before they're sold out. Once it's gone, it's gone. These also make really good stocking stuffers if you're trying to build like a cute little teacher gift, or if you have a daughter, a niece, mom, aunt, whoever. These make really, really good little gifts, little goodie baskets. Everyone loves eyeshadow. And I love that it comes with your eyeshadow and your brush and your eyeliner. So it's like all together as one. So really good option to be able to do as a little cute gift. Yay, you got all 3. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to spritz again so we can do the other side. And then grab that really pretty purple shade. So this is like a purple metallic. Super gorgeous. I love that it makes my eyes gleam. Hello, Fancy. That was such a fun live that we did yesterday. If you guys missed it, Fancy and I teamed up to do a holiday giveaway yesterday where we gave away a $100 gift card to Fancy because their Black Friday sale started. Everything on Fancy's website is 30% off, which is such a killer deal for your mirrors, your facial brushes, your steamer. So good. I believe the liner comes with it no matter what. I think it's the palette, eyeliner, and the brush. Those three. And then you can upgrade to get another palette, if I do remember correctly. All right, so now I'm going to do one last little thing with this palette. And I'm going to grab that champagne color and pop this in the inner corner. Just like so. And then we're ready to set our makeup. A little pro tip too is if you ever feel like it looks too bold, you can always take that really light color and then smooth out those transition lines. Is always super easy. All right, so now we're gonna set our makeup, which is a really important step. I always stress the fact that you need to set your makeup because that is going to add moisture into your foundation, helping it to expand and look so much more natural and beautiful on. And it helps with the longevity of how long the makeup looks phenomenal on your skin. Also helps prevent that transferring too. I recommend to spray your brush before you do the metallic color, yes. You'll get more of a color payout than if you weren't to do that. So I would recommend to make sure to do that. You can also use a rose water or you can use your mouth. Old-fashioned spit. My grandpa used to say about, just spit on it. He likes skin your knee. Just throw a little spit on it. You'll be fine. He was cool. All right, so let's do our lips. I'm not sure, Roseanne. I want to say no, but never know. I know that they really loved the new eyeshadow pencil, so I haven't heard any talk about any changes with that. All right, so we're going to go in with the lip liner in the shade Polite, which is my personal favorite. I love how creamy these glide on, how smudge proof and transfer proof they are. And if you have a lot of fine lines around your lips, or if you're a smoker and you have those lines and you experience that no matter what you do or try, your lipstick always bleeds, these lip liners is what you need. Okay, and then we're going to color in. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with my lipstick in the shade Easy Street. Or no, I lied. We're using Well To Do. No way. Danny said, do you think you'll ever open your own clothing store or store in general? And heck to the no. Those boutique owners deserve all the props in the whole world. That's tough business. Tough. No, I like what I do now because it allows me to be able to work with those kind of brands without having to be in charge of inventory and shipping and returns and, all of that. I just get to, I have like the best part of it. I just get to try things on. I have personally not tried the purple mousse yet. No, I haven't, and I keep meaning to try it. I think it's a really cool idea. So I feel like it's gonna work really well. To be honest, I just totally forgot to try it. I really do love the violet toning mask though. That's like a very big staple in my beauty routine. I use it every other hair wash, and I swear by it. All right, so now we're gonna top it with our lip gloss in Lonesome. And that, my friends, is my favorite nude lip combination all year long, but especially during holidays when you do like fun eyes. But I love this lipstick combo. So again, that was lip liner in Polite, lipstick in Well To Do, and lip gloss in Lonesome. And now let's do our lashes, which first off, we're gonna go in with the lash primer. And I saw someone ask about the old school 4D mascara. No, I don't think they'll ever bring that back, but I do think that if you haven't tried this yet, it will be amazing for you because this really, really helps with how long and gorgeous your lashes are. So if you haven't tried the lash primer yet, highly encourage you to try that one. And then we're gonna go in with the Twisted mascara now. And this mascara is phenomenal. It has argan oil, keratin, and biotin infused in it, so it actually helps your lashes to grow while you're wearing it. And it has a super intentional little bristle brush. It is phenomenal at getting your lashes just to look like 10 times longer. Okay, so one coat of that. Isn't that amazing? Okay, and then same thing over here. Base of the lash all the way up. The lash primer really, really, really helps for sure. And then base of the lash. And then what's really cool is look at this. If you hold onto the silver part and then you twist the top comes off to give you a teeny tiny little wand, which is perfect for reaching those harder to reach eyelashes. Or a pro tip is if you have really short lashes, start off with this little wand and then do the bigger one. It allows you to get closer. And this mascara is non-transferring, non-running. So it's not gonna give you raccoon eyes by the end of the day. It's not gonna leave a bunch of marks on your under eye. Super good. And then we're gonna top it with our 4D mascara, which this is the one that has the fibers infused in it that gives you so much volume. Just like that. That's it. For my eyes, I'm wearing the palette Sociable from the bundle 3. Looks like this. Super, super pretty, super fun. So you can only get this palette in the holiday bundle, the holiday special, sorry. And that comes with your choice of eyeliner and it comes with your choice of brush, eyeshadow brush. So you get so much for that. So definitely a must-get palette and a must-get bundle if you haven't yet. Highly recommend to do so. Love the way that this looks, especially for the holidays. And my shirt is from Top Shelf Wardrobe. I'm actually going to do a try-on with her boutique in about 15 minutes or so on Facebook here. So definitely don't go too far. So good. I know. I love the Twisted. Yes, Erica, the mascaras are called the Twisted mascara and the 4D mascara. And I use the lash primer, and all three are available under lashes right here on my website. So if you go to uniqueproducts.com/Rhea Hope, or just go to my blog, which is rheahope.com, and click shop makeup, or shop beauty, sorry, you'll see lashes there. But you can always message me if you guys need any help. And I will see you guys in a little bit. All right, bye.